Kicking off will be Jake Camarda, who double duties as not only the kickoff specialist but the punter as well. And we're underway in Tampa. This is going to be Powell running it back for Los Angeles. Work in the middle, and he runs over Camarda, the kicker. He was the one that made a fuss about it. Said they ought to take the C off his jersey. As Stafford fires it downfield to an open Kupp. He beat him for 70 yards in the playoff game, and he's got another long one against the Buccaneers.
Oh, my goodness. This is an incredible throw with Vita Vea bearing down on you and Kupp running a perfect route. And Warriors a dart. Only a big-time arm can do that. Go ahead and play this. Oh, man. You might have to wait and see Stafford take it.
Now Vaughn is the back. And the ball carrier. And that ends quickly. Lewis comes up. Established the run, you got to stick with it, so you do it. And when they get stuffed, they're unhappy.
It's just a bust. And this is why not having guys out there consistently.
52 yards it is. Oh, and it's blocked. The Rams smother it up at the 40.
What a job.
Bobby Wagner.
By Bobby Wagner, who's brought so much leadership, vocal. You got to be on the line of scrimmage. And so he takes full advantage. And as soon as the center goes down, he times it and gets up. Watch that. If you land on the center or use him as leverage, then it's a penalty. So it has to be perfect, and Todd Bowles knows that can't happen.
There you saw, other than the touchdown, average 1.2 yards per play on the rest of them. Fournette tried to find anything as he ran down the line, and Wagner wouldn't budge an inch. Loss of one.
Go ahead and run this and pause it right now. He's going to bounce this outside. That block is what you're looking at. He should widen and then cut right up right there and get that 5 to 7 yards. That was a mistake.
There's play action. Middle of the field. What a catch. Oh, there were 2 Bucks there to try to make a play on it. Robinson's the one who grabbed it.
And the only spot a guy could make the catch. It's a perfectly thrown ball.
In opponent territory since the first half last week. They had the long strike for a touchdown, so they hadn't run one on the other side of the 50 since the first half against the Niners. It's Henderson again. He's got another big run.
1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to bring him down. Finally, Murphy Bunting able to prevent the touchdown.
This is a huge hole and just a little disruption inside, and this is showing up too much lately. The last 2 weeks.
By the way, in 2014, Carolina. Oh, my goodness. That was almost going the other way. Troy Hill.
Get something quickly. Throw a smoke route. Just throw it to him right away.
Here they come. Oh, and they take him down on 4th down.
Aaron Donald, 99, takes Smith right back, and Brady doesn't have time. Well, Aaron Donald imposed his will on the last.
Did he ever?
4th down.
There's the bootleg, and the deep throw, and the wide open Kupp, and ridden down by Edwards, but not until it was another big gain down the field for 34 yards. Here's 1st down over to Godwin. He's waiting for it, and Hill saw it being set up. Alas, it's an immediate tackle and a loss of 2.
You see how quickly this ball has to get out. Hill, when you have, the kind of front that they do.
They have a single play today that's gone 20 yards. They could use one now. Oh, it's batted down, and it's Donald. Well, he ended the last series with a sack, and he ends this one.
He's a player in the game for a long time. Wow. I mean, he's up there. He's like, we tried to stay balanced and score.
Might be right here. Nope, it's going to be immediately dropped back. White hit by Nick Scott. Brady fires at goal line. Ball in the air, incomplete. Otten would have been just short. Outside.
Best player's got to come up. Ramsey did there.
Yeah, he did again. Here's Brady looking to the end zone. Pass up in the air and incomplete. Ramsey almost made the pick.
In the backfield on your right side, right at the bottom, boom, and then up top. The ball, the sack is over.